Welcome to Veganize It. We're making vegan cheesecake. Instead of using graham crackers and butter in our crust, we're gonna use nuts and coconut oil. For the first step, we need to get our nuts soaking. So you can use cashews or macadamia nuts. We're using cashews today just because they're considerably less expensive, but they're both equally delicious.
Let's compare. Our vegan cheesecake recipe costs $16.05 to make, while a traditional cheesecake clocks in at $12.40. So in this case, the vegan version is $3.65 more expensive per recipe and costs 30 cents more per slice. But why? This is because we're using premium ingredients like pecans, coconut cream, pure maple syrup, and raw cashews to get that delicious creamy taste that you expect from a cheesecake. In our opinion, it's worth every penny.
Now it's time to make the crust. Toasted pecans, oat flour, about a half teaspoon of salt, pure maple syrup, and melted coconut oil. So you just want to pulse it until it comes together. If you keep going, you'll end up making nut butter. So now we just need to press this into a 9-inch springform pan. And this pan has been sprayed just to make it easier. And then we just want to press this in. So this crust bakes for about 15 minutes at 350 degrees, just until it's crisp. Let's talk about how amazing this cheesecake really is. It's not only dairy-free, but it's also gluten-free because we use a nut crust instead of graham crackers. Just be sure to get gluten-free oat flour, as some oats are processed in a facility that also processes gluten. Now that we know how to keep this dessert gluten-free too, you're bound to satisfy at least the majority of the people at the party. So our next step is to make our cheesecake filling. And we're gonna do that by taking our soaked, now drained cashews. So you also wanna add silken tofu, coconut cream, sugar, a little bit of cornstarch, lemon juice, a little vanilla, and then a good bit of lemon zest. And don't forget the salt.
To make a traditional cheesecake, you have to use cream cheese, butter, sour cream, and butter actually ranks as the third most climate-damaging food behind beef and lamb because it takes a whopping 21 pounds of milk just to make 1 pound of butter. Wow, that's a lot of milk.
Our crust is now baked for 15 minutes. Now it's time to put it all together and get this into the oven. So we're just gonna pour this all over. Unlike regular cheesecakes, it actually doesn't have to go into a water bath. It just goes straight into the oven. So after this bakes for an hour, it'll cool on a wire rack for an hour, and then into the fridge for about 3 hours so it can be cool and set up, just like a traditional cheesecake. Traditional cheesecake has 174 more calories per serving. This vegan cheesecake also has 2 grams of fiber per serving compared to 0 in traditional cheesecake. And to top it all off, this cheesecake has 10 fewer grams of saturated fat and about 300 milligrams less sodium. So our cheesecake has baked and cooled. All that's left is to decorate it and serve. So to easily get this cheesecake out of the springform pan, we're just gonna run a knife along the edges very gently. And you really wanna almost be pressing against the pan, not against the cheesecake. And then we just release it. Perfect. And now let's just decorate it a little bit. We have some beautiful strawberries. These have been tossed with just a little bit of sugar. This gives it a nice bit of color, but also a little hit of fresh fruit. Any type of berry would work. Blueberries, raspberries, but we're just using classic strawberries. And because we put that lemon zest and that lemon juice in our cheesecake, let's decorate the top with just a little bit of lemon as well. This just gives it a pop of color, and it's pretty. Okay, here's our cheesecake. So all that's left is to cut a slice and serve. And our final touch, just a little sprig of mint. Beautiful. Let's get a photo. Perfect. Special thanks to our vegan expert, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again on Veganize It.